What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I connect you guys, of course, because it is Harpie time. It's been a minute since I dropped a Harpie deck profile, and with the current rise of Harpie Tri Brigade coming around, which is not a bad thing. It's just like there's a lot of things you got to go into when it comes to structuring those types of decks. And I just like the pure build. There are a lot of players who like the pure version of Harpies, some more than others. But, all in all, it's Harpie. You just have fun with Harpie and you keep it going. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I'm having fun with Harpies and I'm just keeping the fun alive. So while we go ahead, actually before I go into the deck profile, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys are informed of when I do upload more content. And in the description box below, of course, is all of my social media links so you guys can interact with me there on stuff like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Alright, so with all that together, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the deck itself. So, 3 copies of Harpie Channeler, 3 copies of Harpie Perfumer, 3 copies of Harpie Lady, 2 copies of Harpie Harpist, 1 copy of Harpie Dancer, Harpie Oracle, Harpie Queen, and Harpie Lady Sisters. Then 1 copy of Miss Valley Apex Avian, 1 copy of Miss Valley Thunderbird, and 1 copy of the Barrier Statue of Stormwinds. Then round out 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. For the spell cards, 3 copies of Hysteric Sign, 3 copies of Elegant Egotist, 1 copy each of Harpie's Hunting Ground, Alluring Mirror Split, and Harpie's Feather Rest. 2 copies each of Pot of Desires, Pot of Prosperity, not Pot of Desires, Pot of Prosperity. Then 2 copies of Swallow's Nest and 2 copies of Unexpected Die. Then 3 copies of Harpie's Feather Storm and 1 copy of Hysteric Party. Then we move on to the extra deck. 2 copies of Cyber/Harpie Lady, 2 copies of Fairy Jeet, the Burden Blossom, 1 copy of Harpie Conductor, 1 copy of Union Carrier, 1 copy of Samorg, the Bird of Sovereignty, 1 copy of Shrig, the Ominous Omen, 1 Lightning Fury, 1 Ice Beast Zerifying, 1 Harpie's Pet Phantasmal, 1 Utopia Ray, Utopia the Lightning, and 1 AA Zeus Sky Thunder. So, that is pretty much it for the main and the extra deck. Okay, let's go into this. So, Harpies have a great engine of special summoning monsters. Taking advantage of that, you can link summon, you can synchro summon. Well, now you can synchro summon, and you have a ton of Exceed plays. This variation still plays on all of those factors. One of its biggest factors is that 2 of its biggest key components, Harpie Perfumer, Harpie Channeler. These monsters are amazing. They start off so many different combos. They have so many different arrays of things you can have access to. Perfumer has the ability to add any spell or trap with Harpie Lady Sisters in its text from your deck to your hand. If you draw a 5 or higher Harpie, you get to add an additional spell or trap, as long as they don't share the same name. And Harpies have tons of targets of spells and traps with Sisters in its name. Harpie Channeler. Discard a Harpie, so summon a Harpie to the board. I mean, the plays are limitless when it comes to her. If you want to play Harpie's Pet Dragon, you can. If you want to get access to stuff like, what is it? Ray Raptor Arsenal Falcon, Big Eye, or, what was it? Mega Fan of Beast Draco Sack as some examples of some 7s. But I want to keep 4, because 4 is just easy to get to. There's so many different monsters that you can have access to. And there's so many really good, rank 4 monsters. Especially when a lot of the rank 4 gameplay is amazing when it comes to things it can do. So I just stick to 4. Next up is Harpie Lady. So, no Cyber Harpie, no Harpie Lady 1. I am simply playing with Harpie Lady. This is because of a card called Unexpected Die, which is really, really good. And a lot of people are playing Unexpected Die with Harpie Lady because it's an extender. It is a great help for extending because outside of Harpy Oracle, there really isn't much Harpies have. Harpy Oracle, Alien Egotist, Hysteric Party. Um, Pretty much your general synopsis of extension, unless you want to do other cards to extend and then play in the two Alluring Mirror Split. Because it's secondary effect. The thing about any second die is, bam, you drop that Harpy lady. There's a Harpy right there. And then you can drop Chandler, discard, do all the crazy shenanigans that you want to. But you know that you have a Harpy lady right there. Um, it's so crazy with Harpy lady because a lot of people were like, she's a normal monster. She don't do anything. But that's the thing. When you need your extensions, you reach into what crevice that any archetype has, and you try to take advantage of the monsters that it has to help you do that. And that's where Harpy Lady herself comes in, because she can't be affected by their monster effects because she has no monster effect. She really simple summon to the field in the extension of places she can do. Then you moving on from there, because like that this is of what Harpy Lady herself is, and all the combo pieces you do with her. You have Harpies to search, because she's going to search for either Perfumer or Oracle. I mean, Perfumer and Channeler. She can search for Oracle, she can search for Dancer, if those are some options she needs. And it's a good discard outlet as well. Then we have Queen, who can search for Hunting Ground. You have Dancer, who can play around with the bouncing, the back and forth of your Harpy monsters, or just win monsters in general. So you can get out of dodge. Oracle can summon herself each level 5 or higher Harpy monster. You have the retrieval effect for your Swelling Traps with Harpy in its name, adding them from the graveyard back to the field. If she did it automatically like Perfumer, she'd be great, but it's that end phase, you gotta wait for the whole turn and stuff to go through. There's slowing downside to her. Harpy Lady Sisters. God, you need a retraining bad. Because I love Harpy Lady Sisters. I love the fact that we have access to summoning such a high level monster. The only thing is, it shouldn't be locked behind having to be summoned through Elegant Egotists first. Like, if she didn't have that whole, can I be special summon? Can I be normal summoner set? Then Harpy Lady Sisters would be great. Like, literally, if it just said this card can be special summoned through Elegant Egotists, that would be awesome. I don't understand what's the restrictions behind having Harpy Lady Sisters as a a monster that can be normal summoners. It really just restricts Harpy Lady Sisters. Like after all these years, can we they could have why not just remove it? It'll make sisters a lot better. We'd have a lot more resource for Harpy Lady Sisters. A lot of us wouldn't feel bad about playing Harpy Lady Sisters, because then you can summon sisters off of a lot of other Harpy cards effects, and not have them be restricted to having the first be summoned through Ego. It would be great. Because really, all you're really using sisters here for is the extensions. That's to be special summon through Ego, to have Perfumer get her double search, and have Oracle have another target, if you don't already have Cyber/Harpy Lady on the field. So, and there's also the thing, like if you don't want to run Sisters or you don't run Dragon, you have your rank 4 engine to play around with. You have your level 4 engine to play around with. So you don't have too much to fret there. Of course, we have the infamous Samara block with Thunderbird and Avion, because you drop your Thunderbird off, you drop your Apex off of your Samord, you have your Union Carrier to get you to your Thunderbird, and then you have your Bounce Lock. So that way, you can negate stuff like crazy. If not, you always drop your barrier Statue Stormwind, who just says no to anybody such summoning monsters outside of Wind, which can be very handy for Harpies because, well, everything basically is Wind. And you can also combo it off with Swallow's Nest. Like Tribute to Harpist, summon Barrier Statue, screw up your opponent's trying to special summon something crazy to the board. Yeah, leaves one very upset. And then you have your hand trap of choice, which is Ash Blossom. We have our hand trap of choice. There's nothing wrong with having extensions of hand traps. So Ash Blossom can be very resourceful for things. Moving on to the spells, we got our triple copies of Hysteric Sign to search for our Harpy cards and add them to our hand. Elegant Egotist, of course, is time to place for summonings of Harpy Lady or Sisters. This is must have for 3 because you want the combo plays. one hunting ground, one alluring mirror split as some additional targets for perfumer. Really not much of multiple hunting ground because there really isn't much decks that play the back row. And also, we do have access to Duster now, so there really isn't much need for a lot of multiples here and there. When you have practically your ultimate back row hate back in fluctuation. We go into the unexpected die. I've already talked about that in this comment with Harpie Lady. Pot of Prosperity. So this is a card I was questioning. Do you run the one of, or do you run the two of? Because remember, we do have access to Harpie's Feather us. And I mean, here's the thing. I tested it. It's it's okay. It's not bad, but it's still kind of like that. I would still like to draw, even though the search is not bad. It's just how you fluctuate with that is the key to how you play with this card. Because it doesn't lock you out of special summon. It only really locks you out of. You can't use other card effects to draw. You can't. You only do half damage through battle and card effect. So that's literally it. That's the only thing. And you choose what you banish. So unlike Pot of Extravagance, you choose what you banish off of Pot of Prosperity instead of random banish. So this is like the only thing there. Other than that, Swallow's Nest, swap in, swap out. For the traps, we got, of course, Harpie's exclusive hand trap, Harpie's Feather Storm. For the monster named Gate, and then you can pick up Duster off of its ability. The one Hysteric Party, and this is just because, like I said, extensions are a thing. If we did have an easy way through the Harpie archetype to have to get our continuous souls and traps, that would be perfect. We kind of just don't. So there's like the only one party. Some people choose not to run party. That's your own preference. I'm running party because I like the big swarm. I like the big flip over Hysteric Party. Here comes the Harpie army, and then I can just do all my combo plays. I guess still kind of questioning that I want to run the Harpie Lady one, but here it is. Alright, extra deck. We got our two Big B sticks, Cyber slash Harpie Lady, quick effect for the bounce. And easy go into, can use any Harpie monster as a tuner. So remember, you gotta make sure the levels total 8. Harpie Conductor for the defense. We have 2 copies of Farrajeet. Great, outstanding extra deck monster because she gives you the special summon of a winged beast from your hand or beast or beast warrior. She gets to draw, send 1 card back, so that can help you flesh out your hand. And it's just really good card. That's why I bumped her up to 2. The Union Carriers here for some more Apex Avion Thunderbird stuff. Some more can get any winged beast, no matter who it is, not sisters, and put them onto the board. Great combo plays there. Because if you don't get Apex, you can go get Barrier Statue. You can also play around with your Harpies too. You can go get Oracle, so she can retrieve. You can put Perfumer on the board, so she can search. Then Omnis Wind, not too bad of a monster there. Big bird, 3k attacker, and some banish effects on him. Chidori for removal, 0-5 for negate. 2k poke with Phantasmal and the defense for your Harpie monsters. You exceed climb with Utopia into Utopia the Lightning, who is like really good 3, who can become a 5k attacker who can't be targeted. He can't be affected by cards until the end of the damage that when he attacks. So great monster. And like I said, when you link climb, he'll have at least 2 material for those 2 swings. And if all else fails, our Divine Arsenal Zeus can come in and do a good board wipe. And then add cards to himself so he can do even more board wipe. It's crazy things with this. So I want to add Drill Vespianato to the deck as well and get some plays off of that. So some future ideas. But yeah, that really just wraps up the video here, guys. The only other thing that I have to say is just thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and there will be more videos to come. And I hope you guys do like the change up as well for the end, so that way I'm not rushing through it. So thanks, everybody. I will catch you all next time, and HPJ is signing out. Take care.